Smooth people of Reddit, what's a smooth way to get talking to someone you're interested in, but don't see on a regular basis? I don't know if I'm smooth, but one thing I would suggest is act pleased to see them when you do. Let it show that you're interested in what they've been up to since the last time you saw them. People like it when someone is happy to see them, so don't hide that. Too often folks just sort of go through the motions of talking with someone with no real enthusiasm. Don't know your particular situation or age, but I still think the best way to get a convo started is simply to be truthfully interested in what the other person says, and to share something genuine and honest about yourself. If the other person realizes that it's actually super fun and feels good talking with you, he/she will be ready to overcome inconveniences, such as location, different occupations, etc. to hang out with you. Alternatively, you can invite that person to hang out with you and your friends for some occasion, if you don't want to skip to a too much date like one-on-one situation. This is a truth. I've been driving 60 miles one way a week to see the girl of my dreams for the last couple weeks. 84 miles each way here for the last 4 weeks. She's worth every second of it. Enjoy, dude. Well, I would walk 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more. You just happen to be doing something you know they are interested in and thought of them, or you're planning a trip somewhere they've been and you're looking for what they recommend you see/do. That kind of shit should get it started. Good luck. Thanks, I'll give it a go. But it also has to be something you're actually interested in. Otherwise, if you're suddenly obsessed with horse riding or obscure movies out of nowhere, it can come off as creepy or obsessive. Wax your entire body. Let's be honest here, this is the smoothest response. At least for a few days, then it's as rough as 80 grits and paper. Smooth people don't need a trick. They improvise the conversation based on contextual relevance. I definitely agree with this. There is no trick other than learning how to have a casual, relevant, non-threatening conversation. For the dudes in the back, I'm really into the non-threatening part. It's really cool. What about the dudes in the front? Keep on threatening. If you're not smooth, don't pretend to be. I know it sounds cliched, but being true to yourself is your best bet. When I was young, my brother told me to like the girls that like me. Life changing. This way they are well aware of what they are signing up for. That way you don't have to go on pretending to be something you are not. And if someone is truly not interested in you, you are wasting your time and abusing your heart. If I always liked the women who like me, I'd never be happy in a relationship. What is this? Women who like me? I have never heard of this concept before in my life. Disclaimer. I wouldn't call myself 100% smooth, but I'm quite the extrovert. See if they have similar hobbies or something else you share. The easiest thing to have a conversation with a new person about is a shared passion. You can use that shared passion to arrange something around that passion. Also, discovering you have a shared hobby is not an appropriate time to assert dominance. As well, don't try to gatekeep the hobby and make them prove they actually are a hobbyist. Ask them to go talk. There was a girl I was interested in, but I didn't know much about her and didn't want to immediately ask her out on a date, so I just said, "Hey, wanna grab a beer?" And she just said sure. We went, talked. I guess she liked me because hung out like that 5 or 6 more times. Then I asked her on a date. We've been on 2, but she just started a new job and it's looking like #3, if there is one. Won't be for a while, but still, it gave me a confidence boost because I basically never ask chicks to hang or on dates, especially not in person. I just nutted up and did it this time. Grabbing beers was the date though. You don't have to officially call it a date for it to be a date. It isn't a date unless you both agree it's a date. It could just be 2 friends grabbing beers, but doing it 6 times before telling them you're interested is a little iffy. I like to ask them what they had for dinner last night, really loud so I'm sure they can hear me, then stare at their neck without blinking. What's your success rate on this one? I think I might try it. 60% of the time. It works every time. Contextual relevance. Listening without thinking about what you'll say next. Being smooth means not needing a trick. It's all about humor. Be able to laugh at yourself and be able to make them laugh in a genuine way. How? You have to gauge the moment. It takes a lot of practice, but humor has been the ticket to every success I've had, including my marriage. I've done this with a guy from work. I just happened to go to the kitchen for coffee at the same time he was there. He works from home 4 days per week and he always came into the office on the same day each week. I made sure to wear something eye-catching that day. My two go-to things to talk about are what did you do this weekend and any plans this weekend. From there you can get more details about their interests and continue the conversation. Then we should get lunch sometime. I had a coworker do this when I was a barista in college. She always happened to be studying at the shop I ran alone on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 4 to 10. She told me she studied there every day because it was a good atmosphere and just outside her class building. After 2 weeks I picked up another day on Wednesdays and never saw her. I decided to stop by the shop that Friday and the next Monday to see, because I was suspicious and into this girl. She wasn't there that Friday or Monday either, but was back on my normal Tuesday shift. Not so sly hun XD. The question was smooth, not sly. Yeah, true that. She was sly because she had a BF nobody knew about 0.0. And I, oop. If it's a lady, I usually avoid saying hello and asking how they are, and just cut to my 2-hour, one-way discussion about the comprehensive history of the Byzantine Empire. Panties quietly thud on ground. Here's a tip. Intentional efforts at being smooth just make you seem slimy, rather than putting on some sort of act, or trying to manufacture a convenient coincidence. Just be direct. Hey, I know this must seem like it's coming out of the blue, but would you like to get lunch together sometime? I was thinking about you the other day, and I realized that I'd really like the chance to get to know you better. You just made me feel obligated to talk to her, now that I have such a good and simple line to send. I hate you. 3. You got this, buddy. Fuck you. 3. Fuck you too. 3. Or, fuck all of you. D. Hey, I just met you and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me, maybe kill me. Loading revolver. Why don't you look over there at the lake? Tell me about the rabbits. Don't be afraid of the conversation going dead. It's a tennis game, and if the ball doesn't come back over the net you don't go and get it back. Sometimes a little later on you serve another volley. That's good advice though. Remember they are normal with flaws, and get kept up at night because of some dumb thing they said in grade 4 too. 1 point hand on shoulder. 2 point hey. 3 point pray they like Spider-Man. 4 point if they do, then you're golden. If they don't, they are not worth your time and the relationship was doomed to failure anyway. So just go ahead and bask in either your success at picking up someone, or your success in cutting through oodles of time wasted on someone not as awesome as you. You are good woman. I'm good man. Smoothest thing I ever did was when I asked out this chick Emma. We had a mutual friend, so I asked him to get her to hang out with us. She liked abandoned places, so I found an abandoned observatory 45 minutes away to check out. Anyway, we all get there, and we find chalk and just start drawing on the walls. So I get an idea and find myself a big empty area and I write, Emma, will you go out with me? Check yes or no with 2 little boxes. I thought it was smooth AF. She disagreed and said no. I'm sorry, brother. The key is to tell her what a nice guy you are, and how you don't understand how women always go for the douches when you would spoil her, then call her a bitch. OMG, this one always works on me. Great flirting should be an end in itself, rather than a means to an end. It is about seeing. Hunger to be seen is a natural human emotion, and when you show people that you're seeing them, it's natural for them to start seeing you. A sincere, personal, but non-sexual compliment to start. Your goal is to make your friend feel fully seen, not reduced to an amalgamation of body parts. Okay, so this is from The Ethical Slut, which is a polyamory 101 type book I read after a huge breakup, because I was trying to question and challenge all of my beliefs and assumptions about love, and figure out where I was going wrong. I'm still monogamous, but that book had a lot of helpful info for anyone who wants a healthy relationship. The smoothness is not in what you say, but in your confidence, and in approaching the other person with zero expectations. You could literally walk up to someone and say, "Hi, I'm Joe," with a smile, and it could be smooth AF, so long as you pay attention to their verbal and non-verbal cues, and go from there. Be genuine and actively listen. Don't approach with the automatic intention to get a date or phone number. Just approach wanting to genuinely connect in that moment. Don't base your behavior on what you want to happen, or on trying to influence the outcome. Just live in that moment for just that moment. Likewise, ask without expecting a yes, and be grateful and gracious if it's a no. It was nice talking to you anyway. Have a good day. TL. Doctor, treat a nice initial conversation as the goal in itself, because a nice conversation with a nice, cute person has value, whether someone is interested in more than that or not. Anything more is just a bonus. The smoothness is in how you respect someone's verbal and non-verbal cues, and in how you treat their company as valuable in itself without expectations. Make them feel seen, because it's a joy for you to be able to notice them. Great flirting should be an end in itself, rather than a means to an end. Yup. This. Just start talking to somebody about literally anything, and show that you're interested in them as a person. Whether you're looking to start a relationship or just a fling, the first step to anything good on that continuum is that the other person must trust you and be comfortable with you. Being authentic and genuine is the best and honestly easiest thing to do here, and it's rewarding for you both. It helps if you can make jokes, even bad ones. Just don't make creepy ones. Alright, what's the trick to not feel bad when you realize they don't give a shit about you? Well, me and my flawlessly textured skin just go over and awkwardly bungle every aspect of the conversation and hope they find me charmingly befuddled. All these knives and forks, but all I want is a spoon. Be Rob Thomas. Or else forget about it. Instead of trying to be smooth, you should just educate them on the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. The path to immortality is more important than the path to being smooth. Just gonna upvote, so I can steal some tricks. Nice. No, not nice. Smooth. Frick, that's true. I can't think of anything for that, but I have a smooth pickup line that I saw in a screenshot of something from Tumblr. Her/him. I'm trash. You, as someone who deeply cares for the environment, I'm obligated to pick you up. Is time okay? Then take them to the dump. If I see someone more than once in a day and I know they noticed me, I always hit him with the "what are you following me" icebreaker. Excellent trick. Actually follow strangers and pull this card like it's them follow you. It's especially fun when the strangers in blue show up with the spicy spray. Same line works with them. Ask them, are you following me? You want to talk sometime later? Don't be humble. Don't be shy. That can be seen as cute, but don't try to be cute, it always will backfire. Ask like you're interested in the person if you can. Just legit ask that. Results can go anywhere from cute to confident, yo whatever, regardless, so long as you ask. If they say no, it is an inherent sign of personality conflict. You guys wouldn't be good together. I feel like, when I try to be humble while flirting, it just turns into self-depreciation. So I agree with the don't try to act shy and humble.